What's going on, YouTube? It's Tyler back with another video. As you can see, we have a nice little $5 TikTok shop microphone. If you guys are into the ASMR, let me know. I'll start a channel for y'all. I know it's been about like a week and a half, but get your boy back with another video. Today is a pretty special video. It's a pretty serious one. Today I'm going to be telling you guys a story of how Jesus saved my life. This is me trying to convince you guys to get into Christianity, to study Christianity, and to know the big man upstairs for real. If you catch my drift. Anyway, let's get right into it. So this story starts, let's say early June. So I shipped out for basic training, heading to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, on June 2nd, 2025. So I landed in Missouri after saying goodbye to my mother and my father and my younger brother. Gave them all a hug and a kiss, and then I shipped out, hopped in the van, got bus/van to Columbus International Airport. I don't know what it's called. And then I took a plane after I stayed in the airport for like 10 hours. Thanks, Army. I stayed in the airport for 10 hours, then got flown to St. Louis, Missouri. And I went down to the USO right outside Missouri. For you guys that don't know who aren't in the military, the USO is this organization, and they provide facilities for soldiers and their families in public places like airports and stuff. And you can go in there and chill. They give you free food. It's free. They have like Xboxes and stuff in there you can play. And it's just kind of a place to chill, like a little lounge to kind of get you out of the mainstream airport and other places like that. So. Little PV2 Westerner, who's not a PV2 yet, but because I hadn't actually done anything army-wise. PV2 Westerner sits in this little USO in the bottom of Missouri Airport and eats a hot dog and drinks the Pepsi for the last time for about 2 or 3 months. And after that, they gathered us all up, rounded us all up, threw us on a bus, and we bused 2.5 hours to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Woo! Yay, clap hands. Explosions, confetti, whatever you want. When I arrived to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri at approximately, I'd say like 1:30 a.m. On June 3rd, it was very hectic to say the least, or not very hectic actually. I arrived at the reception battalion at, like I said, 1:30, and we really didn't do much. We sat down. They gave us our little brief. They told us what we're allowed to do, what we're not allowed to do at the reception battalion. They said if we have any contraband like drugs, alcohol, any kind of weapons, any kind of profanity, to turn that in. We had a little grace period to turn that in. So all the people that brought snacks and everything like from the airport had to turn those in. Blah blah blah, whatever. And after that, we stayed up all night. So that was fun. That was my first ever 48 hours that I had ever been awake. I'd stayed up a day before, like a whole 24, but never 48 before. Anyway, the next morning, I guess you could say the next morning, because I got there at 1:30 a.m. We got all of our uniforms, like all of our OCPs. We got all of our wet weather, all of our cold weather. We got fitted for our boots. And we got our dog tags. We got like everything that you really need to get ready for basic. That was all on the first night. We got all that. We got our big old green duffel bags that all you Army folks out there will get PTSD from looking through airports in your career. But after we got all of our like initial clothing, we finally got to go up to our room, our barracks at I'd say 9 a.m. After we got defect, we ate the defect dining facility at about 9, which is super late. Normally the defect closes at like 8:30, 8 o'clock. So we go up to the barracks, throw all our stuff down. I'm with my boys. Shout out Bueno, shout out Lewis. Those are my OG boys from first day reception. We throw our stuff down in our barracks, and then we go right back outside, and we go back in, to the reception battalion, which was right across the street. We go right back over, and we grab what do we do? Anyway, let me think. I can't even remember. For those of you out there that are at reception or getting ready to go to do reception, it sucks. It's not fun at all. Reception, basically you stand in lines all day. You're not allowed to talk to anybody. Well, unless you go to the bathroom. That's what I did when we wanted to talk or just get away from standing in line and having drill sergeants yell at us all day. We just go chill in the bathroom, take your little pee, talk to your buddies, talk to your battle buddies. So yeah, that's what we did. We took some breaks sometimes, but we learned like the Soldier's Creed. We learned the Army song, all that kind of stuff while we were at reception. While you're at reception, they're doing things like taking your blood. They're giving you shots, like all your vaccines. You get a dental analysis, like they look at your teeth, make sure you're not full of cavities, and they give you they do a hearing test. So it's basically just like making sure you're not like paralyzed or like disabled, so you're like fit to like join the Army. So after 5 days of reception at the 43rd AG Battalion, shout out Fort Leonard, Missouri, I got bussed over to my company on the 5th day. I believe it was like a Friday, or no, I think it was a Saturday, because we didn't go to church that Sunday, and that's where the story kind of picks up. So on Saturday we get picked up around 9 a.m. get shipped to our company, and for the first 72 hours of basic training, for those of you who don't know, are the hardest part. You're getting screamed at constantly, up and down. They don't do shark attacks anymore, unfortunately. I was kind of looking forward to that, but they call it like the first 100 yards or something. It's something like that now, and it's really not even that bad. Like they just they just scream at you to get off the bus, and then you're carrying your bags over your head like this. That's not fun, like at all. But you get over it. It's all good. Then you throw your bag down. Then they put you in the front leaning rest, which really isn't that bad. For those of you who don't know, the front leaning rest looks a little something like this. If I could prop up my phone, that'd be fire. For those of you who don't know, this is the front leaning rest position. Hello. Think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, all that. That's the front leaning rest position. Basically just getting ready to do push-ups. Anyway, continuing on. The first 100 really isn't even that bad. It was pretty chill for us. You had your seniors and your drill sergeants yelling at you, but you're in the military, bro. Are you gonna cry every time you get yelled at? Whatever. Anyway, so now we got shipped to reception. We got shipped to the company now, so we're ready to do this thing, right? And little T-Dub, little Tyler is, kind of going through it. I'd never been away from my family or my girlfriend for this long before, like without, seeing him and talking to him. Mind you, it's not even been a week yet. I literally shipped out on the 2nd, and I got to my company on the 7th or 8th, so it hasn't even been a week. Anyway, baby T-Dub is going through it. I'm missing girlfriend, missing family, missing brother, missing everybody. Everybody in the world I'm missing, really. And I'm like, dude, I really hope they let us go to church, because like I feel like I need to talk to God. And mind you, I'm not like super into like Christianity or religion at this point at the beginning of basic training. I'd gone to church my entire life, but huge but, I was never really into it. Like I never really had felt like connected to God, or never really like felt like Christianity was for me, because I just didn't feel like I belonged there. I never really felt connected to it. And so I'm like, dude, I need to like go to church. Like that's really where I feel like I could find some peace, find some chill. And they didn't let us go to church on that Sunday, because we'd just gotten there the day before. So they still needed to like do some in-processing and get us like, actually in the company, get us all our gear that we needed at the company, that we were going to be at for the next 10 weeks. And so we didn't get to go to church that first Sunday, and I was kind of stressed out about that, because I was like, bro, like I was really looking forward to that, and I think I really needed that place to, get all those emotions out. Anyway, we go for the first 72 hours. With shower drills. Shout out shower drills. Shower drills are trash. Basically, they take 60 of you dudes that are staying in a bay and make you guys get in and out of 8 showers, and I'd say you got to do it in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So for those of you who don't know, you hop in, you get your body wet, you dry off, you get out. You get out, you dry off. That's it. Like you're not supposed to wash your body, but people didn't know that. So we try to take full-on showers in 10 minutes. 60 of us in 10 minutes in 8 showers. If you do the math, that does not work out very well. Anyway, the next Sunday rolls around, and baby T-Dub is going to church. My church family, shout out Pastor Jim Schroeder, he gave me a Bible right before I left for basic, and it's this huge Bible. I'll show it to you. I'll insert a picture of it right here. And he gave me this huge Bible to take with me, and it's a study Bible, so it gives you like you read something and it gives you like a little excerpt and it kind of explains it, like what's going on. It gives you backstory before you read each chapter. So like, throughout all the gospels, it explains like who this gospel was to Jesus, and if they were like how close they were to Jesus, what their relationship was, if they knew Jesus, and it tells you like what stories are in this one that aren't in other ones, that kind of stuff. Like it's really helpful. I really enjoyed reading my study Bible, but it's huge. It's like literally this big. I bring that thing to church, okay, and I go up to this Bible study because it's huge. This church is ginormous, but there's like thousands of soldiers at Fort Leonard doing basic training. So it's half of them go to Bible study first half, and then the other half go to church, and they flip flop back and forth. So I go to Bible study first, and I'm sitting next to my boy Simmons. Shout out Simmons. He's next to me on my left, and he is like really getting into this song. He's like crying. I'm like, is the song that good? Like, what's going on here for real? And so I look at him and I'm like, that's a grown-on man, and he's my dog. He's like letting loose his emotions, and he's really getting into this worship. Why not me too? Like, I was like, okay, why not? So I felt compelled to get up, and I walk down the aisle in Baker Theater. Baker Theater's just a theater where they have Bible study. I walk down the aisle in Baker Theater, and I get up to the front, and I get on my knees, right? And I don't know what happened. This is gonna sound ridiculous, but I don't know. I go down. What's up, bro? Filming YouTube video. Yeah. Shout out Nana Champong. Yeah. Shout out to Columbus, Ohio. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Anyway, bye Champong. Anyway, so I'm walking down the aisle in Baker Theater, right? And I get to the front, get on my knees, right? And I don't know what happened, but I just like feel this presence, and it's like surrounding me. It's in my lungs, it's in like everywhere around me, and I just break down crying in the middle of this theater in front of like hundreds of soldiers. And like, but it didn't matter. I was just letting it all out. I was crying. I was like, please God, take these emotions away from me. Lay a hand on me. I know that you brought me here for a reason. So please, just be with me. Take these emotions away. Give me peace. And that's exactly what it did. I cried for like 10, 15 minutes straight. But guess what happened as soon as I stood up? Feet up, on knees, praying, crying, stand up, wipe tears, turn around, instantly hugged by this strange man. No idea who he was. Had so much tears in my eyes, didn't even see his face. But he said, don't worry, he's always going to be with you. Hello? What is this guy on about? Is this guy reading my mind? Is this Jesus Christ that I'm talking to right now? Again, I didn't even see this guy's face, so it could have been low-key, being so for real. He could have, that guy was doing God's work straight up. He hugged me, and I cried. And I cried in this random guy's shoulders. And I just said thank you. And then I let go of him. I wiped my tears. I looked around, and he was gone. I was like, now mind you, this is going to sound ridiculous. Like, you're going to hear the story, and you're going to think, no way this actually happened. I swear on my life, I swear. This happened. I promise it did. And when I came to, I realized like what had just happened. I was like, bro, I just cried in front of like hundreds of people, but it doesn't matter because they're all there for the same reason I am. They're all there to praise the big man upstairs. And so my main message to you is whenever you're struggling, whenever you're going through literally anything, he wants it. He wants your emotion. He wants your sadness. He wants your addiction. He wants your anger. He wants your happiness. He wants literally everything you have. He wants it. He wants you to give it to him. He wants a relationship with you. And that's what I'm here to tell you is even when you think nobody wants to hear about your crap, your bull crap, your day, like he wants to hear about it. If you don't have a beautiful girlfriend like me that you can tell your day about, talk to God. And even when my girlfriend can't talk to me, I talk to God too. It's not like God is just up there for whenever you need him, and he is there when you need him. But you should take every single thing you have to him and give it to him. Okay? Are you tracking that? Yes, Drill Sergeant? Good. Yes, Drill Sergeant. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Comment your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section, and I will reply. If you have any recommendations for videos you guys want to see, let me know, and I will slide them on through. Appreciate you guys for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. If it's okay, I would like to pray for you guys first. Then I will see you guys in the next video. Please join me in word prayer. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this amazing opportunity to be here and further the work of your kingdom. I pray that you can bless the words that are coming out of my mouth and help them to influence the people that are watching this video right now. I pray that they can grasp a better understanding of how you're always going to be there for them, and they can bring every single thing that they may be struggling with, or they may be proud of or happy with. They can bring every single thing they have to you, no matter what, all the time. I pray that you can help us with consistency, to help us from stop straying away from you, and bring every single thing we have to you, and be with us every single day. I thank you for these amazing people and giving them the opportunity to be here and wake up another day in your beautiful kingdom. I pray that you can be with all of us and help us to become better Christians each and every day. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Again, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. I know this is a very long video. It's going to be about 16 or 17 minutes long. But thank you for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.